Hi, you guys. Let me get this adjusted here. There we go. All right. Look like I'm too. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm trying to get my whole thing. Okay. Well. Welcome to Legacy Liftoff with Coach Celeta. As you know, we have been. I'm waiting for other people to come in. Hopefully, they'll be able to come in. Um, I'm hopefully we can get everything going, everything moving. I'm excited to be back. I have been gone for a moment. Excuse me, y'all. I got to do something. Uh, Look, let me tell you something. Hot flashes are real, right? I've been gone for a minute. I'm glad to be back. We will be back to our regular schedule program on Wednesdays and Saturdays as of today. As you can see, it's our first day back. I took a look, guys. We got to do it. Everybody has to do it, right? I think everybody should take a break every now and then. This past week was my birthday, so I literally took some time off, and I'm going to start doing that on a monthly basis. Me and my husband decided that this year we're going to move around more and get some, fresh air, get out of the same old drabby, life circle or loop that we go through. And so we decided to get out of town for a minute. Loved it. It was wonderful. We had a good time, laughed, um, just having a good time. We took our dogs with us because, the dogs had to go with us. Just had a wonderful time. Um, it, and we used to do this a long time ago. We really did, but we got out of our routine of doing it. It was so refreshing, and I really advise any couples, I advise any single people to just get away. You don't have to go far. Okay, we really didn't even go far. Just getting away, getting into a different atmosphere, right? Being around different people or different scenarios, right? Scenery, right? Um, and on our way back, we stopped in Westlake. When you're going across the bridge to come back into Louisiana, we stopped there because they're building a bridge. I mean, excuse me, they're building a beach right there. And we took the dogs out and we walked across the beach. It was so beautiful, right? Enjoyed it to the max. Let's see. Hello. Welcome. Enjoyed it to the max. Um, Listening to the water, just lapping up against the sand. I mean, just it was just so wonderful, so peaceful. Most of the time, like usually go to Galveston and do that, but now we can go right here in Louisiana and go right there to I think it's called Westlake, right there before you get into when you're coming out of Lake Charles, excuse me, coming into what is that? Yeah, going into Lake Charles. I think that's where it's at. It's called the Lakefront. They're not finished with it, but it did what it had to do for me. I needed that therapy. You guys, get your therapy. Get your therapy, your mental, emotional therapy. So I'm back to the grind. Don't forget now. The first Monday is the first. I think it's the first March is. I think it's March the first. It's the first Monday. Do not forget about the webinar. We have some exciting. I got another program coming out. Two of them coming up, but we'll do our webinar for our presentation for Legacy Liftoff series because this is all the same series with our first Monday of every month, getting us revived, recharged, and ready to roll for the rest of the month of March. March is going to be a long month because it's got 31 days in it. Okay, so be prepared for that. We got that coming. Today we're probably going to finish up um, this stress-free living, empowering. I can't even talk. Empowering women to thrive in a chaotic world, and then we'll start the other one because for my other program I've been working out of the other book. So we're going to be working out of this book, and then we're going to switch it over. Oh, don't forget, this is Black History Month, but I don't call it Black History Month. I call it Black Her Story Month. Last night on our podcast, we discussed Dr. Frances Cress Wesling, which I also talked about her on the other show, simply because I think we should be able to start honoring our own, right? Our women. You know, if I'm about women, I need to be about them completely, right? So I kind of went over her crush theory. I put it in the chat if you guys didn't get a chance on the podcast. Check it out. It's a very great reading. The ISIS paper. I also found the ISIS paper in PDF. I also put that in the chat. So um, the ideals or how we think as women, the things that we go through as women is definitely something we all need to be looking at. I shared with you guys also over on my podcast, my library, my audio books and my Kindle books on library. That wasn't to brag. That was to show you that if I'm going to talk about it, I need to be about it, right? So I definitely make sure that I'm reading and I'm discussing things that need to be discussed when it comes to women, when it comes to Black people in general, period. So, and I got to add more books to my library when it comes, whenever someone suggests a book to me, I definitely go and dig and see where I can find it at, and I will definitely get it because I always kind of keep, you know, because with audiobooks, you have credits. So I always keep credits on hand if it's something I need to get real quick. Um, and so I'll do that, or even with Kindle, same way. Keep it on there so that I can use it whenever I need to. So that's how my library is done. That's just my library online. That's not my library home, right? Because a lot of my books I got packed away. But I'm very much so. I want you guys to be able to start reading more, and you can read for entertainment. I mean, I read a lot of thrillers, mysteries. You know, I don't read a lot of romance books because I grew up on the romance books, and so I don't read a lot of those. I'm more into seeing something get solved, a problem getting solved. So that's basically if, and then most of my coaching books, because when you're in this business, um, when you're doing coaching, you have to continue to see what's new. You have to find other ways to do things, right? So there's so many books out there, and I don't know if you paid attention last night, but in my listing of books, my library books, I have a lot of coaching books because I want to do my thing, right? Miss Hall, she has a free consultation coming up. She was able to, and anybody else who did our last webinar, please let me know that you did it if you weren't there, because Miss Hall was the only one who showed up that I saw on my, what's the name? So if you've had the opportunity to do the webinar, if you asked and requested for me to send it to you, let me know. If I didn't send it to you, let me know so I can get it to you. And I'm going to work with her one-on-one for a free consultation and go from there. Um, and we have to get that booked. So we have all that. I mean, we have a lot of stuff, exciting stuff coming up. I'm excited, and I'm just like, I don't want to tell you guys anything yet, but I want to make sure I have everything in place. That's just how I am. I like to make sure everything's in place before I just start blabbing out stuff. Now, Rooted in Rising Radio, it is coming. When I said it was coming, I was just working on it just a few minutes ago. I still have to work out some more stuff on it um, because of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I have to have all my programs and everything scheduled in the way that I want to. And that's the only hard part about when you do a radio station is programming. Programming, it is the most tedious thing to do. And I know I've been saying you're going to do this for ages and ages because it gets tedious and I get frustrated and I'll back off of it. Right? So, but I got to get back into it. So that's going to be coming up soon. Rooted in Rising Radio. I'm going to try to have it done before the end of this month. That is my goal, is to have it completed and up and running by the end of this month. Now, so let's get into um, the stress free. We on chapter 10. So let me pull up my, let's see this. Let me pull up the book real quick here. Let's cancel this so you guys can read along with me. Um, and if you guys have your book, please feel free to make sure you go along with us in the book. Definitely do that if you have your book with you. Okay, so let's do this. This make it big so everybody can see it. Okay, so we are on chapter 10 already, you guys. We are almost finished. Um, so if you guys remember what we talked about the last time, we were in the book. Let's see here. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see here. We talked about being able to say no, setting boundaries, or having good relationships, having great support systems, being able to communicate, right? Being able to navigate toxic relationships, right? So we covered a lot, man. I mean, we covered a lot in this book with us being all the way on chapter 10. It's awesome. So let's see here. Chapter 8 was creating a stress free environment. We talked about organizing your space, decluttering your mind slowly but surely. Get things out of your mind that doesn't need to be there. Developing a resilient mindset, understanding what resilience is, bouncing back when things don't always go the way you want, being able to be flexible, right? And trying to maintain a positive outlook on things. Um, that uh, that might be sort of like dealing with setbacks, right? And always take things on this road of life. I am really encouraging everyone to take everything as a lesson, okay? A lesson learned, okay? Everything as a lesson being learned, right? Um, and that's why it's so important that we're able to do that, right? In this craziness that we go through. So now we're on chapter 10, setting goals for personal growth. And here we're talking about the importance of goal setting. You know, we talked about that. I showed you guys my new journal. I'm excited. I ordered my new stickers because I am a sticker fanatic, right? So um, I have been writing in it, trying to get all my plans together, what's going to happen for the rest of this year since this first 100 days. Is that what they say? The first 100 days have been something, y'all, right? January, February, we're already in March. A few minutes and we'll blink our eyes and we will be in March, right? So before we get started, I have a question. I'm not going to be able to look at it right now because I'm here, but I'm going to ask a question and I want you guys to put in the chat how do you the answer to this question. I would like for you to write three goals down that you want to see completed before the end of this year. Let's say this. Let me do it like this. In the next 6 months, write down three goals. Okay. In the next 6 months, write down three goals that you would like to see happen. Put it in the chat and we'll discuss it. Now, setting goals is a central practice that empowers women to take charge of their lives, right? And navigate throughout chaos of daily challenges. We are bamboozled with so many things on a constant basis, right? Just when you think it's quiet, what they always say is quiet before the storm, then something, all hell breaks loose, right? By clearly defining what they want to achieve, women can create a roadmap that guides them toward their aspirations. This process can not only enhance his confidence, but it also reinforces self-esteem as each small victory contributes, to greater sense of accomplishments. Now, having specific goals. Remember I told you 3 goals. in the next 6 months that you want to see, you want to be able to achieve, right? Specific goals allows women to focus their energies on what truly matters, reducing feelings of overwhelm and stress. And I'm telling you guys, maybe it's just me personally, but I notice now that I don't have a huge list of stuff to do all the time, just packing myself with, I feel more relaxed. I feel more okay, I'll get it done. I'm not saying I'm not saying that I don't get unmotivated, because I do at times, but my load is not as heavy because I don't have a list of things to do. I have certain things that I know I'm going to do for that day, and that's it. I don't add anything else. And that's why the time blocking I was telling you guys about earlier works. Because once I finish doing what I'm doing, that's it. I don't add anything else on. I get up from this computer, I turn it off, I turn off the lights, and I walk out this room. I don't add anything else on. I don't sit up long. Now, tonight I have to because I'm trying to get my live broadcasting and all that situated. So I might be in here a little bit late tonight. And it's Saturday, right? But majority of the time, my Monday through Friday, when it's time to get up, other than when we do our shows. Now, when we do our shows, that's a different story because I do one, two, three. I got 3 shows to do a night. I mean, in a whole week's time. So I have to make sure I have those times allotted. Anything other than that, I do not sit. I used to sit long periods of time, 1 and 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning here on this computer. I stopped that. I got up and I go get in my bed. I stopped it because I saw what it was doing to me. It was actually overwhelming me. So I cut off. No more sitting up on the computer, because whatever needs to be done that did not get done today, I can add it onto my list of things that need to get done that next day, right? And that's what we have to learn how to do. Our time is precious, right? Our individual time, because time is you. Whatever you decide what time is, that's what time it is. Okay? So timing is you. And you do not want to spend all your time being overwhelmed with a whole bunch of things to do. And don't make these things you're doing just busy work. Make sure the goals that you're setting has an end goal to it. It has an achievement. It has a period. You have completed it. And it's something that has an action to it. Busy work doesn't make it doesn't. It doesn't work for us, right? So the busy work has to go away. Literally do something that has an endpoint to it, right? So, moreover, goal setting encourages women to prioritize their needs and desires in a society that frequently demands their attention and efforts. Establishing personal goals enables them to carve out time for self-care and personal development. Exactly. Learning how your time is precious. You are time. Okay? You are time. All right. This balance is vital for maintaining mental and well-being, managing stress effectively. Yep. Women who are actively pursuing their goals are more likely to find fulfillment and joy in their lives. I love that. Women who actively, remember I said actively pursue their goals, pursue their goals. How do I say that? Um, pursue their goals are more likely to find fulfillment and joy in their lives, thus enhancing their overall quality of life. Okay? Now, it says the act of writing down goals. Oh my God, didn't I just tell you how to put something in the chat? What'd I say? All right. The act of writing down goals is particularly powerful. It transforms abstract ideals into tangible commitments. This physical representation of their ambition serves as a constant reminder of what they're working towards. By regularly reviewing and adjusting their goals, women can ensure they remain aligned with their evolving aspirations and circumstances, fostering a dynamic and proactive. Hold up, let me see. I'm trying to see something. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, coach. Oh, they said my camera's black. Hold up, you guys. Um, okay, let's see here. Yes. Hello. They said your camera's black. Okay. Um, I can see myself. Yeah, they can't though. Okay. Hold up. Let me see here. Let's see. Everyone needs. Okay. Let's see. I love. Okay. 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 But everybody's on here saying they can see me. I'm looking because they're looking at everything that's behind me. So I don't know what. All right. Well, just make sure they can see. Okay. All right. Thank you. You guys, I don't know what that is. The camera is on. I'm looking at myself. So you guys, if you have any problem, I don't know why the camera's black. Because I'm here and I'm looking at myself. So I don't know. I apologize for the interruption, but let's go ahead and go back here. So it says active writing down goals is particularly, let me see what it says here. It says, okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. I apologize for that. The act of writing down goals are particularly. Remember, I said earlier, you guys, I would like for you guys to write at least 3 goals for the next 6 months that you want to see achieved in the chat. Can y'all do that for me? 3 goals that you would like to have done in the next 6 months. Okay. Right? Okay. The act of writing down goals is particularly powerful. It transforms abstract ideals into tangible commitments. This physical representation of their ambition serves as a constant reminder of what they are working towards. By regularly reviewing and adjusting their goals, women can ensure they remain aligned with their evolving aspirations and circumstances, fostering a dynamic and proactive approach to personal goal growth. Excuse me. So, remember I told you guys I got me a new journal, and I'm a glitter person, so I have a whole bunch of glitter pens. So I created a little sticker box with all my stickers in it, with all my glitter, put it together a box, right? It's a 99 cents box, and I just want to share this with you real quick. It has my stickers in here. It has my different variety of tapes in here. It has 32 different glitter pens in here. That goes in there. And I'm going to close this, right? That's just one portion of mine. And then I have some more stickers in my other drawer. Here's some stickers in here. You know I love my black people, right? And let me put that down. And here's my sticker books here. Now, I ordered these from off a TikTok shop a while back. These right here. And then the other day, I ordered these. Right? And they have all the different things in them. So when I'm sitting down and I need to write in my book, I do it. So I'm gonna show you some. Don't be reading my book. Let me see. There we go. Let's see. So this is what everything looks like in here. I'm not gonna let you read my book because it's got some stuff in here you don't need to read. So this is my journal. This is what I do when I need to take care of things. Goals in here. You see all that? Okay. So see, So that's what I do. This helps me keep myself together, keep myself organized, knowing what I need to do for me. And so that's very, very important, right? And if I need to do adjustments, I definitely do adjustments because I've been doing that all day because I'm working on another program project that I got coming up. So I'm working on that. So I'm making sure I have room to literally put through, like, one of the things I'm coming out with, it won't come out until April. And then the other one won't come out till May. So I'm working, getting everything done as much as I can in the month of March. So the month of March, I already know it's programming, getting all my things together, getting, doing my videos. So I know what March is set up for. You see what I'm saying? So I'm already thinking ahead of time, 30 days ahead of time, getting everything lined up and ready to go. Right. Um, and with me having things already in my mind, already wrote down, if I need to do some adjustments, because I have plenty of time, because this month is not over with. So I have plenty of time to do some adjustments if I need to, right? And I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing through anything. I'm taking my time so that I know what I'm doing is going to work for me, right? Um, so let's go back over here again. Okay. Okay, so here it says here, in conclusion, the importance of goal setting cannot be overstated, right? It is a fundamental practice that empowers women to build confidence and manage stress, yes, and develop personally. By embracing the goal setting process, right, women can navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling existence as they work toward their objectives. They not only enhance their self-esteem but also inspire those around them to pursue their own dreams with determination and courage. And that's what we're doing here, inspiring you guys to pursue. You don't have to have a heavy loaded duty goal. It can be something very light. Say you said that you wanted to plant some flowers in front of your house, right? Get your soil, take your time, turn on some music, put your AirPods on, and dig and have yourself a good time. Something very simple, nothing very hard. You already know how to do it. You've done it before. So today my goal is to plant my flowers, put the seeds in the ground to start my flower bed. You've already went to the store and got everything you need. You just need to actually make it happen. Simple. Once you complete planning them, check that off on your goal list, right? I mean, it's not hard. None of the things that we're talking about, because I'm trying to make sure I'm not telling you to do a whole bunch of stuff. Simple things. Today is wash day. I really don't feel like washing, but it's one of the goals I want to get through this week is to get all my washing done. So today is going to be the day I carve out to do all my washing and drying and folding up and hanging up. And if need ironing and putting everything up. That will be what I do today. Listening to my audiobooks, listening to music, maybe watching one of your favorite shows. But you actually, that was a goal that you put together and you want to get done. Simple, real simple. And for some people, I'm saying it's simple, but for some people, it is very hard for them, right? Sometimes it's very hard because they got a whole bunch of other things going on. But if you stick to your goal, it's not going to be hard. And you'll see how quick you can get it done. Seriously. Now, so let's talk about SMART. Anybody ever heard of SMART goals? It's been around for ages. Creating SMART goals. Creating a SMART goal is an empowering process that helps women channel their aspirations into achievable outcomes. The word is achievable, right? The SMART framework stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. By defining goals with these characteristics, women can gain clarity on what they truly want and how to get there, which is crucial for building confidence and self esteem. The structured approach brings a sense of purpose and direction, making it easier to navigate the chaos of everyday life, right? So, let's talk about what are we saying when we talk about SMART goal? What is a great example of SMART goal? Specifically, it's the first step in the SMART goal setting process. It's essential to articulate exactly what you want to achieve. Instead of stating a vague goal, like I want to be healthier, right? A specific goal, remember that's what the S is for. Specific would be I want to exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week. That's very specific. This clarity not only enhances focus, but also allows for a stronger commitment to the goal. So once you lay it out, it won't be hard for you to actually take your time to commit to that specific goal, right? I want to get on the treadmill for 20 minutes, 5 days a week. That's all for 20 minutes, 5 days a week. Think about it. It's easy. It's easier to say that, right? Next comes the measurable aspect. It's vital to determine how progress will be tracked by incorporating measurable criteria into your goals. You can celebrate small victories along the way. For example, if your goal is to read one book a month, keeping a reading log can help you see how far you've come. This not only boosts your self-esteem, but also reinforces the belief that you can achieve your goals even amidst a busy schedule. And this is why I say this. I love audiobooks. I love to hold a book in my hand, but let me tell you about when my mindset is sitting down reading a book. For me, it does something to me. I used to love to do that. But now that I can listen to it, and I can get stuff done. I can do two goals in one. If it's a goal, a measurable goal is to read a book a month, one book a month, guess what else I can do? And I'm not going to overwhelm myself. I can wash clothes, I can dry them, I can fold them up, I can do other tasks because I have that book in my ear. You see, and I can retain it better, especially if it's something I need to read. For example, dealing with my coaching, right? I can get more out of it because it's in my ears. I know that sounds crazy, but yes. So keep that in mind. So I can do two goals, right, at one time, and it's measured and it's a specific goal, right? Achievability is where many women hesitate when setting goals. It's crucial to ensure that your goals are realistic and attainable. Okay? If I set 3 goals, do not make those goals, when you write those goals down, do not fill those goals with so much loaded stuff. Okay? You don't want to do that because it will discourage you. I promise you, it will discourage you. Okay? While it's wonderful to dream big, getting goals that are too lofty can lead to frustration and stress. Exactly. An achievable goal might be to learn a new skill over the next 3 months, right? Rather than attempting to master it all at one time. This approach fosters a sense of accomplishment and encourages continuous growth, allowing women to thrive in their personal development journey. Okay. So, for instance, let's say you decided that you wanted to take a real estate class. Okay. And this real estate class can be like a 6-week program, right? So over those 6 weeks, that's what you're going to concentrate on. And at the end of those 6 weeks, because whenever you do real estate, you have tests and stuff that you got to pass in order to go to the next phase or the next module. So you do all of that, and then you go, the last but not least thing that you have to do is study, and then you go take your real estate test for whatever state you live in, right? Because that's a goal. But you take your time and you study the first of all, you study the whole thing, you read the whole thing, you study what needs to be studied to get to pass the test. But you also want to make sure if there's difficult parts in there that you break those parts down and learn those parts where it won't be so hard for you when you get ready to take the test, right? This approach fosters a sense of accomplishment, encourages continuous growth, allowing women to thrive in their personal development journey. You see, pick up something maybe, I'm just saying real estate, it could be anything. A new skill that you can add on to something you already do. Now, a lot of us don't really do that much, right? We don't have a lot going on. But I think if we feel that we don't have a lot going on, maybe it would be good because it's just all about enhancing your self-esteem and confidence that you can do anything. I never limit myself, and I'm encouraging you never to limit yourself to things, right? No matter if they don't turn out, it's all right. You did it. It's all right. We can't master everything, right? So it's all right if you do not, if you fail at certain things in life. It's all right. That don't mean for you to give up. Keep going. Keep making things happen regardless. Man, I've messed up so much stuff. Look, I got this crazy project in my head right this very minute. I'm not going to touch it yet because I got other stuff I got going on. But in the back of my head, I have a wall in my bedroom that I want to do, and it's going to be my wall. Do you see what I'm saying? So I got all these crazy ideals for this wall in my bedroom, right? And I'm not going to touch anything. I am itching to touch it, but I don't want to. I want to. I, I got all these brilliant ideals that I want to do to this wall, right? Um, but I'm not doing it because I know that that'll knock me off of my game plan of what I'm trying to do now. But in the future, once everything calms down, I will definitely be looking at how I'm going to decorate that wall because I want it to be decorated the way that I want it to. So when I sit up in the bed, I can look directly at the wall that I actually designed, right? So I'm thinking on that level right now, right? But that's in the back of my head. It is not going to push me forward to what I'm trying to achieve right now. Okay? So it's not really something important. Let me tell you something. An overthinker, a creative person, um, we don't we don't rest. Our minds don't rest. We're always thinking of doing something next. What is next I want to do? So I have to fight that all the time. So it's in the back of my mind, but I know it's something I want to do, right? So let's celebrate our achievements. Celebrating your achievements is an essential part of nurturing your self esteem and confidence. Too often, women downplay their successes, yes, feeling that they are not worthy of recognition. By taking a moment to acknowledge what you have accomplished, you not only honor your hard work, but also reinforce your belief in your capabilities. Each milestone, no matter how small, is a step towards your growth and deserves to be celebrated, right? So anything that you feel the need, like for instance, we talked about reading a book, right? You thought you would never get through that book because everything came to your mind, everything was going on, babies, cats, dogs, husbands, boyfriends, all this, but you had to put the book down several times before you were able to complete it. But when you complete it, it made you feel so good, right? And if it's a book that's teaching you a new skill, take notes. That's what your journal is for. Take notes, right? Write down things that you know you won't remember right off the bat. Highlight, if it's your book, highlight those points in the book. Put little tags in that book so you can go back if you remember something that you wanted to, play around in your mind, right? Put some little tabs in the book, right? Because again, this is a learning. You're trying to better yourself, you're trying to gain more knowledge. And once you get it, and you can take time out to explain to other people, then that's something you can celebrate. Wow, I learned this. And that's the way you know you've learned something, when you're able to talk about it with other people. Remember, you have a network now, right? So that network is who you're going to be able to share the things about your book with, right? Or a skill that you've learned. Now, incorporate rituals into your celebration process that resonates with you. This might be treating yourself to a small meal, special meal, right? Sharing your achievements with friends, huh? Or even writing them down in a journal. What did I say? These rituals serve as tangible acknowledgments of your hard work, and it creates a positive associations with your successes. Remember, the more you celebrate, the more you reinforce a positive self-image, because that's what we want to do. We want to be able to do that. And it feels so good when you've completed something that you've worked so hard and you've probably put off, and you probably had everything that kept getting in your way of completing it. But when you complete it, it is such a satisfying, satisfying feeling to complete something. Now, consider sharing your achievement with others as well. By vocalizing your successes, you inspire the people, those around you, to contribute to a culture of celebration within your community. So once you tell your community, or the people that you associate yourself with, hey, look, what this is what I did. I am so happy I did it. Look, you guys can do the same thing. Because little do you know, when you're talking about what you have already achieved, it's not about people being jealous of you, or people don't like the idea that you've done it. They're listening a lot of times because they know, if you did it, I can do it too. Because lots of times that's all people need is an encouragement, a little tap, a little push to do it too. Well, if she can do it, I can do it too. And you want to be that person that does the encouraging for others, right? And that is a big purpose, whether you know that or not. That's a huge purpose to carry, to be able to encourage other people, right? So it can be empowering to hear others acknowledge your accomplishments and encourage a supportive environment where everyone feels valued, right? And you encouraging them to do what you did. They don't have to do the same thing, but similar, right? Or something that they had. And that's why it's good to ask questions. And that's why I said 3 goals in the next 6 months that you want to see completed for yourself. It's nothing to do with me, what you want to see completed for yourself. Now, this communal celebration can help alleviate stress and foster a sense of belonging, because that's what we want to do, right? So it says here, oh, that's a beautiful picture, isn't it? Oh, I am so good with my artwork. Finally, make it a point to celebrate not just the end results, but the journey as well. Even in the process of what you're doing, if you would get a hiccup, right? It's all right, let that hiccup happen, because you're going to be learning from that hiccup, right? If there's a stumbling block, look down at it and say, okay, you're in my way. Why are you in my way? Sometimes the stumbling block is there to stop you from making a mistake. Gives you time to go back and look at things and say, okay, let me go back to the drawing board and see what I can do before I make this next move. So yeah, so sometimes those things are good to happen. Is everything's a lesson. Everything is a lesson, right? That you either going to pick up on or you're not. Okay. Things happen in our lives for a reason, right? People are in our lives for a reason or a season, a reason and a season. So think about it from that standpoint. Um, but the journey as well, recognizing the efforts and resilience it takes to reach your goals, can significantly enhance your self esteem. By embracing both the struggles and the triumphs, you empower yourself to thrive in a chaotic world. Remember, each step you take, is a victory worth celebrating, and it's time to give yourself the credit you truly deserve. So I'm saying right now to each and every one of you guys, pat yourself on the back. You survived. You survived another day. You survived another week. You survived another month. So that in itself is awesome sauce. Okay. So let's see. Let me see something. Because if we can go ahead and do this chapter, we can go ahead and get this done. Let's see here. Mm, 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 mm. And then, yeah, okay, okay, we could do this. We can go ahead and knock this out because I think this is the last chapter. And like I said, before we complete, after we complete this part, I definitely want to see your three goals. So, chapter 11 says living with purpose and passion, discovering your passion. Who have you had the opportunity to know what your passion is? Another question. Have you had the opportunity to know, recognize your passion? Have you had an opportunity to recognize your passion? Discovering your passion is an essential part of living stress free and fulfilling your potential. For many women, this journey begins with introspection. I told you, I told you, I told you. Introspection is so important. I had a long conversation with my older sister, and we talk on these levels all the time. And one of the things I always say, and I have to do it myself, is introspection, getting within yourself and see what's going on with you. Okay? What's going on with you, yourself. If it's you looking in the mirror, if it's you talking to yourself, whatever it is, look within yourself. Okay? And an understanding of what truly excites and motivates them. Okay. So you find out what makes you excited. What do you look forward to? And let me say this. I know a lot of us are grandparents and stuff like this, but I'm talking about for you because a lots of times we'll say, well, my grandchildren um, brings out this person, but what about what do you bring out in yourself? They make you excited, they motivate, but what do you give yourself? Not anybody else. What do you do? That's what the word introspection means, going within, right? So what do you, how exciting are you about you? Can I say it that way? Right? So when you look in the mirror, are you excited to see yourself? Are you looking not just at your physical, but are you looking inside your spirit? Are you thinking about all the things that make you you? Do you ever think about funny things you've said to people and people actually laughed? You know, have you been there for yourself when times get hard because we're there for everybody else? So, those are parts of our introspection, going in, looking at those parts of us that completes us, right? So when I ask you what makes you happy, what excites you, what motivates you, I want to hear what within you that motivates you, not what something on the external motivates you. I'm saying inside, what is it about you that motivates you, right? My creativity and staying in my head keeps me excited and motivated with the crazy ideals I have. So that keeps me motivated. So I know what my passion is, right? My passion is creating things, products, services, or whatever that helps other people, right? And helps me too, because in the process of me learning a lot of things, I'm learning it through Me teaching myself and then being able to share that with others. Being able to share is a beautiful passion, right? So that's how I'm comfortable where I'm at, because I know what my passion is. And I can, I don't have no fear about it. I don't doubt it. I know what I love doing, right? But I can't love doing that, helping other people, if I can't do anything for myself, right? If I don't do self-examinations, if I don't do any introspection, I can't I can't do anything for anybody else. No matter how much I want to. I can't. I have to take I have to look into myself and see if I'm loving myself as much as I'm loving everybody else, right? I have to see where do I stand with me before I can help anybody else, right? Because if I'm not, then I'm just throwing some fluff out there, right? Just think about it from that standpoint, right? So it says it requires stepping away from societal expectations, and taking the time to explore personal interests, hobbies, and aspirations, right? By allowing yourself the freedom to dream, you can uncover the passions that resonate deeply within you. Mm, mm, mm. Said it so wonderfully, right? Engaging in new experiences can also facilitate discovery of your passion. Attend workshops, join clubs, or simply explore different hobbies that pique your interests. By stepping outside of your comfort zone, yes, you may stumble upon hidden talents, or interests that ignite your enthusiasm. Exactly. Getting out of the norm that you do all the time, right? And finding things that you never thought you liked to do, right? And that is so wonderful, right? To find something, maybe it's already a hobby you did, right? You already have a hobby that you love doing, and you're enhancing that hobby by adding something else onto that particular hobby, and you're excited about it, right? Wow, look what I know how to do now. And believe it or not, when you're creative, what you create is what you create. It has nothing to do with anybody else's. It doesn't have to be put in a box, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's what you created from you, it's a representation of you. And that's what's important, right? As you embark on this path, consider journaling your thoughts, yes, and experiences. Writing can be clarify, can help clarify your feelings and highlight moments of joy and excitement. I can take a page out of my journal and says, I am having a great day, and put the date that I'm saying that on. That's all. You don't have to write anything else. You don't have to write a diatribe. You don't have to write a 5 or 6 pages of how you're feeling. Just say, I'm having a great day. Or take a page and say, I am grateful today. And then if you want to list the things that you're grateful for that very day, write it down and see how that makes you feel. You guys, I'm not talking like this because I'm trying to just get this out here. I'm talking from experience. Okay. I'm talking from how journaling, how shadow work helps me. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not just saying this, just telling you this, and I'm not doing it myself. I'm doing it. I'm showing that I'm doing it, because I don't want you guys to think, oh, she got all this to say, but what is she? No, I'm literally doing it, and I'm really not worried about that, but I just want you to understand, I literally do the work I talk about. I do it. I have no other choice, because it'd be me wasting time, your time and my time, if I'm not doing what I say. So if I didn't have the passion to do this, right? So reflecting on past activities that brought you happiness can offer invaluable insight into what you might want to pursue further. Remember, the goal is not to rush, but to enjoy the process of discovery, as each step can reveal more and more about your true self. And that's why the introspection is so, so important. Anything that you do. And it's about you, right? Any quirk you have on certain things, any things that you think, say for instance, you want all shapes to match up, they're all circles, but just by chance you stick a square in there, right? See how that square fits. Doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to match everything else, right? But that square did something to all the rest of the circles, right? It changed the dynamic of it, and you took that chance to stick that square right in the middle of that circle. You see what I'm saying? Something little like that. Some of us are very afraid of change. Some of us are so, like I said, comfort zone. We're so used to our little comfort zone. We don't want anything to mess with that, right? We want everything to stay just like it's supposed to, right? But every now and then you got to step out. You got to do something different, right? The journey of discovering your passion may not always be linear. There will be moments of doubt and confusion, but these are essential parts of the process. Embrace the uncertainty and view it as an opportunity for growth. Surround yourself with supportive friends and mentors who encourage you to pursue your interests, right? And don't hesitate to seek out coaching or guidance if needed. Mm. This support can be a valuable asset in helping you navigate your unique path because you do not want to be like everybody else. Okay? That is something you shouldn't want to desire. I just want to be like you. I just like being like him. Then there's no specialty about you. You don't bring out the things that make you different, to make you unique. Okay? That's part of your passion, right? When you can stand out, it is a wonderful feeling not to be. You think about zombies, right? You think about how everybody walking around the same way, looking the same way. You don't want to be a zombie. You don't want to be a sheeple. You want to step out. You want to be different. In a room full of gray, you don't want to be gray, right? You would love to be the one with the bright pink. I'm just saying, right? Ultimately, discovering your passion is about finding what brings you joy and fulfillment. As you align your life with your passions, you empower yourself to thrive amidst the chaos. You'll be able to make it through, right? Um, this newfound clarity can significantly reduce stress and enhance your self esteem, allowing you to live authentically and confidently, right? Remember, it's never too late to discover what you love and to pursue it wholeheartedly. Never too late. Every day you can get up and start over again. Nothing ever says that you cannot start over. Nothing. Aligning your life with your values. So, this is very, very important, right? Living in alignment with your values is a powerful step towards achieving a stress free life. When you know what truly matters to you, it becomes easier to make decisions that reflect your authentic self. This alignment fosters confidence and self esteem, allowing you to navigate through challenges with a clear sense of purpose. So you already know what needs to be done. I got it. That's what you want to say to yourself. I got it. By prioritizing your core values, you create a life that feels fulfilling and meaningful, reducing the chaos and stress that often accompanies daily stressors. So once you have your mind set on doing something, you have everything set up, you're going to be able to get through anything that's not a part of your daily routine, right? If there's something out of the ordinary that happens, right? You'll be able to get through that because you've learned that skill, right? So begin this journey, take the time to identify your core values. Reflect on what principles resonate deeply with you, whether it's honesty, compassion, creativity, or family. Once you have this list, consider how your daily actions align with these values. Are there areas in your life where you feel dissonant? Recognizing these gaps is the first step in making impactful changes. This awareness empowers you to take control of your life, ensuring that your choices reflect what you stand for. So keep in mind, we're talking alignment. Balance is very important in this, right? Keeping things balanced and in alignment is very important, and this also helps when you're coming to the point of being successful. Whatever it is that you choose to do, having that balance definitely eliminates a lot of the stresses. As you align your life with your values, it's important to communicate these values to the people around you. Share your intentions, right, with friends, family, and colleagues, as this not only reinforces your commitment, but also invites support from others. So you have people around you that encourage you to keep going no matter what's going on, right? When those in your circle understand your priorities, they are more likely to respect your boundaries, because that's very important, and encourage you on your journey. This support network becomes essential in maintaining your self esteem and confidence as you embrace your authentic self, which that is where we want to get to. The introspection leads to us realizing what our authentic self is, who we truly are, what works for us within us, right? Furthermore, be prepared for challenging challenges along the way. Aligning your life with your values is not always a straightforward path. That's right. It may require difficult decisions and sacrifices, things that you no longer have that serves you. Again, we're about trying to get you in a spot or a part of life that you are comfortable with, and it's who you are, right? However, each step you take towards living authentically strengthens your resilience. Embrace these challenges as opportunities for growth, recognizing that overcoming them will enhance your self confidence and the ability to manage stress effectively. Ultimately, living in alignment with your value transforms the way you experience life. Exactly. It creates a solid foundation for personal development, allowing you to thrive even in chaotic situations. You'd be surprised. The world could be falling down on you. Once you've become the person that you want to become, it's not even going to matter. Watch. It's not going to even matter. By embracing this alignment, you cultivate a sense of peace and empowerment, yes, that radiates throughout every aspect of your life. As it will show through everything you touch, everything you do. With clarity and purpose guiding your actions, you can navigate the complexity of modern living while remaining true to yourself, because that is so important. Now, inspiring others through your journey. How do you inspire others? Whenever it is, when we've survived some things. I have a book I wrote called In Search of You, because this pertains to just what I'm talking about. This ebook right here, and that book is about mirroring each other. Um, when it comes to finding who you are, and other people see that, they definitely want to see how you did it. Okay, to tell your story, because it is about this journey is unique, filled with personal trials and triumphs that resilience. By sharing experiences, you not only connection with others, but also inspire them to reflect on their own paths. So whenever you tell your story, everybody is a storyteller. Okay? Everybody is a storyteller. They just don't know who to tell their story to. Okay. So when you've gone through something in your life, because that was what that book was about, when you've gone through something devastating in your life, okay, you're able to tell your story and you become a victor out of that. You're here, you're blessed, you're thriving. When people see that in you, they want to make sure whatever that situation happened in them, they're going to be able to do the same thing you do. It's not about them copying, it's all about them feeling that they are empowered to do just what you did. And when you encourage them to do that, that's what happens. We'd be so surprised how much we influence other people. But we influence people by the things we do, by the things we say, how we think, how we thrive, right? In this chaotic world. People watch us for those things because they want to make sure they're able to do the same thing. If she can do it, I can do it. What's stopping me? Look at it. By sharing experiences, you not only create a connection with others, but also inspire them to reflect on their own paths. When you openly discuss your challenges and victories, you offer a beacon of hope, right? For those battling their own storms. encouraging them to embrace their journeys. And that's what you are. You are an example. You are a walking, talking, breathing example of trauma or something that's happened to you that's changed your whole life and you survived it. People want to hear that story. Okay? Empowering others through your story involves vulnerability and authenticity. It requires you to be honest about your struggles and the lessons learned along the way. When women see someone they relate to overcoming adversity, what did I say? It can spark a fire within them to pursue their own goals and dreams. This act of sharing can only your life, but also the lives of those around you, fostering a supportive community of women who uplift and inspire one another. Having a good group of women who are very authentic. Because you know what? You have to make sure that they're authentic about themselves too. Because you don't need to be, you're not wanting to network or be in a friendship group or a group or a community of people who are not sure where they're coming from, who they are, because that can be more of a hindrance with your growth because you're trying to grow and you want to show them how to do it, but they have to have some semblance of a foundation because sometimes they don't, because they don't know, right? So if you're that person who's going to lead that situation or encourage or be that example, then that's something you have to outright tell them. How do you feel about yourself? How do you see yourself? And I'm not talking about the physical part of you. I'm talking about the inside of you, right? In addition to fostering connections, your journey can serve as a powerful tool for personal development. As you articulate your experiences, you gain clarity on your own growth and the strategies that have worked for you. This reflection not only boosts your confidence, but also equips you with the wisdom to guide others. Yes, 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 yes. By becoming a source of inspiration, you will reinforce your own self esteem while simultaneously empowering others to thrive in their chaotic lives. Creating a platform for sharing your journey can take various forms, such as blogging, speaking engagements, or social media, which we have created, right? Each platform often offers an opportunity to reach a broader audience and amplify your message. As you engage with others, remember that your voice matters. Never let anybody say your voice doesn't matter. It is through this expression that you can inspire women to over themselves, fostering a ripple effect of resilience. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, we're not going to do chapter 12 because that's the conclusion. We'll wait the next time. We'll do that Wednesday night. Ultimately, inspiring others through your journey is about building a legacy of strength and support. Each woman touch with each woman Each woman you touch with your story adds a collective narrative empowerment. Yes, as you continue to share your journey, you'll find that not only are you uplifting others, but you are also reinforcing your own self worth and confidence. You're making yourself feel better as you help other people. In this way, you become both a mentor and a muse, lighting the way for others to follow their paths with grace and resilience. And we'll do chapter 12 on Wednesday. And then we'll be finished. So we did a whole book. And you guys who got this book, definitely go back and read it for yourself. Okay? I'm definitely encouraging you to go back to this book and read it for yourself. So I am going to stop sharing. So remember what I said earlier. I said earlier, give me 3 goals. 3 goals for the in the next 6 months that you want to see achieved. Okay. All right. So we have Miss Latasha says, to get myself together, first off, and go back to work, then work on some other things I started. Okay. Who else? Let's see. That's the only person who had something to say. Pay off debt. Okay, okay. Pay off debt. I'm sorry, my camera's in my way. Pay off debt. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Pay off debt. Be consistent with goals and start exercising. Great, 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 great. So you gave three things. So in 30 days, can we bring those goals back up again and see where you progressed in 30 days? So by the end of March, we got to remind each other. Can you talk about our goals? If we can talk about the goals and see where you've gotten in 30 days. If you haven't started, that's fine. But in the next 30 days, make small attempts. And then we'll talk about those attempts you make. Doesn't have to be nothing major. You can take those 30 days and create just an exercise regimen that you want to do. And you only have to do them for 30 days if you want to. I'm just saying there are so many things with that. What you guys gave me right there, wonderful. Anybody else? Don't just watch us. Definitely, this is an open forum for you guys to give us, to interact with us. Okay, so anybody else has any other goals they want to do? I only see two people answer me. Let's see. Anybody else have anything else they want to do? Anybody else? I see five people in here and only two people answered the question. Let me repeat it. I said, can you give me three goals that you want to work on for the next 6 months? So somebody else said, okay, I'm working on mine now. Okay, great, good, awesome. Okay, so give me three goals that you want to work on for the next 6 months. This is not New Year's resolution, none of that. Just simple goals. If it's a book you want to read and it's a good book and you know you're going to take time out to be able to do it, put that up there. If it's a class you want to take, okay, then talk about that class you want to take. Someone made a good example. Someone wants to pay off their debts in the next 6 months. That's more than possible. It can be done, depending on your financial situation. You probably can do it. And it doesn't have to be all your debt. Okay. Say it's one, for instance, I'm gonna give a credit card. Say you have a credit card that you want to pay off in the next 6 months. That's one part of your bigger goal, which is your finances, right? Or your debt. So if you pay off that one credit card, that's one you don't have to worry about, right? That's one thing you don't have to pay off. I mean, you don't have to worry about it. So you can take that money once you pay off that credit card, you can take that money and put it on, say, if you got a loan out there, you can take that money toward that loan and get that loan down. That could be the next 6 months. Okay. So everything can connect, but they're in smaller bites, right? Because you want to get rid of your debt. So start small. Start small. Make a goal. Okay, I want to pay off my debts. Make a goal, if that's what you want to do, name all of your expenses, everything that's going out, credit cards, whatever. And then little by little, take each one of those things and break them down and pay them off that way. Do you see how easy that is? I mean, I know it sounds easier said than done, right? But it can be done. Definitely. It can be done without a doubt. I promise you it can be done. Okay. Let's see. Staying consistent with my exercise routine and do more art. Exactly. And that's hard. That can be very hard being consistent because we get unmotivated. We do. But if we set up a schedule, the reason why I know it works because I did it one time. Because I need to do the same thing you need to do. I need to go back to the drawing board and reset my whole exercise routine and get back into it. There's no excuse. I have no excuse. Okay. I have all the equipment. I have everything I need. I don't have to go to a gym. That's the crazy part about it. It's just getting to it and being consistent with it. You don't have to do 5 days a week. Okay. You can do 3 days a week, 20 minutes a day. Set it up for you and be specific. Take your phone, your computer, put a timer on it. Because whenever I do my walking and stuff, I put a timer on it. I'm only going to walk for this amount of time, and that's it. Do it that way. Put that timer on. Once it's done, it's done. If you say 30 minutes, I'm going to do exercises 3 times a week. For 30 minutes, do that. It doesn't matter what you decide to do. It doesn't matter what type of exercise you decide to do. Do that and check it off. Write it in your journal, or if you have a calendar that you use, write it on the journal. That calendar day, this day, from this time to this time, this is the exercise I did. Check it off and move on to the next thing. I'm telling you, it's not hard. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's very much so hard. But I think you can do it. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put it in the atmosphere. I'm going to put it in the universe. You can do it. Anything that you say you want to do, you can do it. It's you. It's you. Nobody else. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, do that. Go inside. See what makes you you. Because that's a good time to do it, right? That's a good time to cleanse your spirit, your mind, your heart, and your body. Getting all the stuff out of there that doesn't belong, right? The negative thoughts, right? Um, the things that we're not, I mean, we have a lot of things going on in our life that's not even productive, has no purpose whatsoever, right? We don't even, we've been living this life of survival and doing everything. We have no idea the lot of things that are in our lives that are so useless, that's taking up space, that's sucking us, are sucking away our energy. We don't even realize it. But when you take time out and look at yourself and literally, little by little, see the things in your life that are not doing you any good, there's no benefit whatsoever for them to be part of your life, you will realize that and you will definitely get rid of it. It's going to take some time because you've been doing it for so long. It's habitual. Once you've actually done that, I'm telling you, it's like a weight been lifted off of you because you've been carrying around this crazy stuff that no longer matters, whether it's a person, place, or thing or situation. Let it go. Let it go. And I'm saying this in a sense where I'm saying it like, okay, it's easy to do. No, it's not. It's very hard. I battle it all the time, knowing when to say no, having my boundaries in place, respecting my time and my effort in the work that I do, and respecting my passion and watching the growth that comes out of that. I have to do it all the time. And you guys know there's many facets of me. You see me on the podcast, you see me doing this, you see me doing a lot of different things. I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't in me. And it's all right. You don't have to be the same person everything that you do. You don't have to be the same person. I have to embrace that I'm not the same person. That's hard for me to embrace that there's many facets of me. I can be ghetto. I I can be snazzy. I can be smart. I can be a know-it-all. I can be a butthole. I can be all those. If I cannot recognize the things about me and say that's you, then I'm not being authentic. I'm not trying to be this uppity person. I'm not trying to be all that. I don't need to. I can act like it, but it's an act. It's not who I am. And when you realize that that's not who you are, whatever that is, you'll figure it out. You will definitely figure out how things really are working in your life, and you'll see it's all right. It's all right for me to be a hell raiser because it's who I am. It's all right for me to be loud. It's all right for me not to be like everybody else. That's being authentic with myself because I can say that to myself. And that's what I want you guys to be able to do. Say it to yourself. Now, I don't go around bothering people, I don't go around being mean to people, and I don't do any of that, right? But I know I have a smart mouth. I say smart things. I have a potty mouth at times. I'm grown. I'm not a little kid. I'm grown. But I accept that about me. I accept everything. I accept that I'm overweight. I accept that I have a big nose. I have big lips, right? I got fat cheeks. I accept all of that because it's me. That's the external part of me. And I accept that I have a big heart. I'm very empathetic to a fault, right? I feel a lot. And I don't have to share it with the world, but I feel a lot. I read a lot. I see a lot. I can accept that in me. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I say the wrong things. I might not have done enough research on something. I can say that about me because I recognize that in me. And some people that maybe you tell people too much about you. I don't know how else to do it because I want people to understand in order for me to be an example and me telling you to be the same, I'm telling you to be authentic and I'm telling you to be yourself and I'm not myself doesn't make any sense. That doesn't work. That means that I'm faking, right? I'm putting on airs. So I have to be open to everybody. That's just who it, and when I don't want to be, I won't be. But it's not that I'm not, I'll still, when I get ready to talk, I'm going to be saying the same thing. And I'm going to have the same passion behind it. And all I'm saying is, I want you guys to be comfortable with yourselves. Be comfortable with yourselves. Find that deep part of you that you know is there, that keeps you from spazzing out, that keeps you from, having to, okay, I'm just going to act this way. I'm going to be this way. I'm not. Get rid of that. Just be yourself. You'll see how comfortable you will be when you just relax and be yourself. You don't have to people please. You don't have to please nobody. If nobody likes you, so what? So what? You got to get rid of that too. Because we get caught up in, oh, I just want to be liked by everybody. I just want to be. No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be liked by everybody. It's all right if people don't like you. So what? As long as you're comfortable with yourself, that's all that matters. As long as you feel good about yourself, that's all that matters. And that's a battle. It's a long, drawn out black battle that black women deal with. And I'm saying black women because I am a black woman. And we have those feelings of inadequacy, like we're not enough, that we have to scream and shout over everybody so we can be seen. And I'm not saying seen as, showing, being, I'm talking about as being valued. Let me say it to you like that, being valued. We have to fight the hardest. And sometimes we don't want to fight. Sometimes we don't want to feel like we're valued. So we become small and we make ourselves feel like we're insignificant. You're not. You're far from that. You're not insignificant at all. And that's where I want to get you guys. I want you guys to tell me one day that I feel what you said. I feel that now. I feel more at ease with everything now. Everything is not hard and complicated like it used to be for me because I released a lot of things in my life that I no longer needed in my life. That's what I want to hear from you guys. That is my goal for you guys. And this is why I do this because I know you guys deserve this. You deserve someone encouraging you. You deserve someone saying, you're that person. And those are the people you need in your life. Those are the people you need around you. You don't need nobody around you with a bunch of mess. You need somebody who's encouraging you so that you'll be able to encourage them when they need encouraged. I'm telling you, it's a wonderful feeling. And having those people around you is exactly what you need. So pick your friends very, very carefully. If somebody's not talking negative, positive to you, and it's sharing their dreams and aspirations with you and encouraging you and saying, hey, I can't wait till we do this, and hey, let's try this, and it's something positive, think about who you have around you. I'm talking about friends, family, the whole 9 yards, because they're also part of how you look at your personal development and your personal growth, because it's almost like a measuring stick for you to keep you encouraged. You encourage yourself, but you do need that. Well, man, if she, okay, so let's do this together. Let's see what we can do. You want to try this? You need that. I don't want you guys to go through this by yourself, but when it comes to you, you do need to be by yourself because you need to see where you're at. You need to figure out what makes you authentic and then work from there. What makes you you? What's unique about you that you know is unique? That's what you have to deal with. That's what you have to come to the conclusion. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I didn't mean to stay this long, but that was in me and I had to get it out. So I am going to let you guys go. I want you guys to have a great night. We definitely will be revisiting your goals in 30 days, right? I will definitely see you guys Wednesday night. We're going to finish up this book. I hope this book helped you. I hope you guys had an opportunity to read the ebook yourself because that was one of the things I gave you guys. So go back, make notes, whatever it takes for you to feel the way you need to feel and to do the work you need to do for yourself. Okay. Go back and look at the different ways, the time blocking, the different ways that you can set your goals, smart goals, the whole 9 yards. Go back and look at all of that and see how it's going to help you do what you're trying to do. Get to the point where you feel that you're successful. Okay? So I'm going to let you guys go again because I'll keep talking. We'll see you back here Wednesday night. So you guys have a great night and bye bye.